Fellas, the next time you're with a woman and you want to hear this, then listen up. On today's episode, we're going to talk about one important key trait that you must implement and master to be able to make that sound come to life. My name is Imar Quintanilla, and welcome to my channel, A Mindful Approach. Let's get right into it. If you guys are trying to pursue a baddie, you must understand and accept that you're not the only dude who's trying to fuck her or get to know her. So the question you must be asking yourself is, how do I separate myself from the rest of these horn dogs? Straight up, the competition is not going anywhere. If anything, it's getting more saturated by each DM she receives. Yes, our personalities, looks, careers, financial conditions, living situations are all vital pieces of the puzzle to be able to lock down this type of girl. However, don't think it's only about that. Men who pull fine-ass women also have a high emotional IQ. These type of men are aware of how emotions drive human behaviors and how emotions impact people either positively or negatively. So if you guys want to become great with women, you must learn to master empathy. Empathy is an essential quality that helps us to connect with one another. It helps to promote understanding between people. Empathy is not the same as sympathy. Sympathy is feeling bad for someone else because of their circumstances. Empathy is feeling with someone else. So it's more of an emotional connection. Empathy is not about tucking your shit back or being too nice or having to agree with the other side. It's about trying to understand their perspective. In a nutshell, empathy helps us learn the position people are in and why their actions make sense to them. If a woman ever decided to open up to you and you make her feel judged, bro, she is no longer wet because you fucking failed to demonstrate how to see it from her point of view. And now your bitch ass just missed out on some fucking strange. No sane woman wants to be with someone who makes her feel judged and or bad about themselves. The reason why being empathetic with women works is because you validate their thoughts, you validate their feelings, you validate their emotions, and you do all of that by first acknowledging them. So if you guys want to acknowledge her thoughts, emotions, or feelings, it comes down to how you word your question. So don't begin your questions by asking, why do you feel that way? Or why did you do that? Instead, ask them, what made you do that? Or what made you feel that way? The reason why I want you guys to replace a why with a what is because what makes them feel less defensive, which in turn will help her open up to you. Believe it or not, the why makes her feel like she's being interrogated. Some other easy phrases you guys could be using to create that empathetic atmosphere is, so tell me a little bit more about that. Another one you guys can use is, damn, I can't even imagine how that must have been for you, girl. You start off your questions with any of those 4 ways that we just talked about right now, she's most likely gonna be like, well, I think I did it because I was in a dark place. Or she's gonna most likely be like, I know, right? Tell me, am I wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? Don't forget about your body language and make sure that you're attentive to her. So make eye contact, lean forward, and learn to nod as she speaks. Wait for her to finish speaking completely before commenting or asking a question. It can be rude to stop her mid-sentence because you need to get your 2 cents in. And it can make you look like an anxious or dismissive listener, which will kill the flow. So just take a deep breath instead of interrupting. Once she is done opening up to you, make sure to give her a compliment and thank her for sharing all that information with you. Believe me, she will appreciate that. And sooner or later, she's gonna feel safe with you because you were considerate towards her thoughts and feelings. And that is what empathy is all about. Just be like, thank you for sharing that information with me. I really appreciate that. And all I gotta say is, not only are you incredibly cute, but you're also incredibly aware. And that right there, man, you a real one. They don't make them like you anymore. Empathy is a different aspect of charm that a lot of men forget to add to the mix. And that right there prevents them from making new sex memories. Just make sure to always keep those flirtatious vibes throughout the conversation, because if you don't, you're gonna end up in the friend zone and back to Old Faithful. That's why that compliment is extremely important. It lets her know that you're not only gonna sit here and fucking listen to her shit. True game is all about treatment styles. And if you respect her and at least attempt to try to see it from her point of view, you have a nice solid shot to be able to create some sort of connection between you and her. When we radiate warmth and acceptance with women, they yearn for that, and it makes conversations flow a hell of a lot easier. And a lot of men don't know how to make a conversation fucking flow because their social skills suck sweaty ass balls. Straight up, the ladies appreciate a man who takes his time with his words, with his actions, and with them. So be patient, but also keep that momentum going forward so you can build and establish that mutual connection. Empathy will help to raise your value and status as a man, and that right there will make women wet for you. If you apply empathy universally, you will see how your relationships with people change for the better, because most of us just want to be understood. It's that simple. So if you guys want to engineer this, just replace the whys with the what. Throw in a, tell me more about that. Or even, so how did that make you feel? Believe me, you'll thank me later. So fellas, stop being a dismissive dick, because that right there is preventing you from using your dick. So gentlemen, keep focusing on your purpose, keep putting that work in, and become a little bit more aware of your treatment styles with others. That right there is gonna help raise your status as a man, and it's gonna help increase your value that you bring to the table, wherever it is that you happen to find yourself at. Anyways, guys, that's the mindful approach. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Truly, it means the world to me. Go take some action, stop being a pussy, go get after it, but most importantly, stay nasty. I'll see you later. Thank you.